Hey y'all, I know it's been a minute. Today is the day before Thanksgiving and I am just leaving work, and I have had a very interesting couple of last days. So it's been just crazy. So my husband was dealing with some car issues. He was coming home from work. No, he was going to work, and his car cut off on him, and he didn't know why. He was able to get a jump, made it to work, called and told me what happened, and I was like, okay, I wonder what's going on. So then when he was coming home, the car cut off. Like, he had to get a jump like 3 separate times because I was telling him to call. We have roadside. I was telling him to call roadside, and this guy pulled up in a truck and gave him a jump, and he was telling him, he'll go ahead and give him a jump or whatever because, by the time roadside get out there and blah, 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 blah. So in the midst of all of that, the very last time he got a jump from somebody, he messed around and took off without his jumper cables. And I was like, that is not good at all, considering his car's been dying and that's the only way he's been able to get home. So this is the first day that this happened. So he finally get home. I had to go up because he didn't make it all the way to the house. He made it in our community, and I had to meet him over by the pool area, help him push the car into the parking lot where the pool was. He took the battery out, brought the battery home, and he has this little device that will charge your battery. So he hooked the battery up. It charged overnight. Now keep in mind, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm trying to help him get his car up out the street into the parking lot. And so he charged the battery, and it charged up all the way. So the next day, or say the same day, because 2 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying, he had to get up and go to work that afternoon. And lo and behold, he makes it all the way to work just fine. Everything is copacetic. But then on the way home, he made it all the way back to the house, and just as he was pulling into the garage, the car cut off. So he was able to coast into the garage. So he went ahead and he didn't have to work because the time of morning he gets off is crazy. So he didn't have to go to work. Excuse me. So he had, those was his next 2 days off. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. He had come up on his days off is what I'm trying to say. And that worked out because I was like, this is crazy. So I could not spend any money because I had no idea how much any of this was going to cost. And my whole thing is, I get that it's Thanksgiving, but even buying everything I needed to cook Thanksgiving dinner, I wasn't willing to spend a penny because he still needs to be able to get back and forth to work. And I mean, we gonna eat. We just eat. It ain't gonna be this big grandiose meal. It wasn't gonna be all that anyway. But because it's just the two of us, and and if my kids come over. But I didn't want to go spending money on groceries unnecessarily, and not sure what we were dealing with. Because y'all keep in mind, that's why I'm in the car I'm in now. My car started acting crazy, and that was a wrap. There was no way, as much as what was wrong with that car, it was going to cost more to fix that car than what the car was actually worth. So I had to wind up getting a whole nother vehicle. And I was afraid that that's what was going on with him. So then, he had, made sure the battery was charged up and everything. And he went up to O'Reilly's and had them test the battery because he said he thought it was the alternator. And so, they tested the battery and the alternator. The battery was fine, but the alternator was shot. So they was telling him, he's going to have to replace his alternator. And they told him, and the price they quoted him was almost $300. And I was just sitting there like, what? So now we're looking at, having to to spend $300 or up, because my whole thing is, what if he fixes the alternator and that's not the only thing that's wrong with the car? So he fixed the alternator, and then what? Fixed the alternator, and then he discovered that that's not the only thing wrong with the car. So I was still kind of on the fence about shopping and stuff, because I'm like, okay, we know it's almost $300 for the alternator. Still need to wait to make sure that once he get the alternator that there's nothing else going on. So fast forward, he get the alternator, put the alternator in. Today is the first day that he actually had to go back to work, and he put the alternator in. Everything was fine. He messaged me and said his car is running perfectly fine. So I'm like, okay. So once he got the alternator, he felt like we were good. So I was gonna go ahead and get some food to cook, so that, you know, we needed food anyway, for not just for Thanksgiving but just to eat. So I was gonna go ahead and get some stuff to cook. So what I decided to do, because I'm like, at this point, I done waited too long. I'm really not trying to be in these stores with these people and all this traffic and everything that's going on. Plus, I knew I was going to have to work today, so I was trying to make sure that I got the groceries yesterday so that I didn't have to worry about anything for tomorrow. Why? I place an order through DoorDash, get everything that I need. The shopper shopped the entire freaking order. There was only 5 things that she wasn't able to find. And they weren't important. It was just things that, you know, I felt like would enhance the meal. This woman shopped the whole order except for those 5 things. I did the order about, you know, just before 5 o'clock, because that's how long I waited to try to figure out what was going on. And they said it was going to be there at 7:20. So I'm like, okay, no problem. That's early enough where, you know, get the food in, get everything put up, you know, and it's still early, you know, for me to be able to relax the rest of the evening. So then, maybe about 10 minutes later, I get a message saying that, oh, it looks like your order is delayed. It won't be there to 9:45. And I'm sitting there going, God, dog. So I told my husband, I say, I'm sorry, because by that time, I was about ready, you know, you talking 9:45, 10 o'clock, I'm already in the bed. So I said, if for some reason the food show up, you'd be good to, you know, answer the door or whatever, because he usually up watching television. He was like, oh, yeah. So then, not even 5 minutes later, I get another message saying my order was canceled. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I go ahead and I find a number for Instacart, and I'm calling. I'm just upset, and I'm like, what happened? And they said she looked into it or whatever, contacted the shopper, and she came back and said the shopper canceled the order. And I said, why? She said she didn't give us a reason why. And I'm looking like, what the kind of hell person would shop, take all? Now, y'all know, as busy as these stores are, first of all, you done took time out to shop this order, and then you gonna turn around after you took all that time to shop the order and cancel it. And I'm like, okay, all I know is that they better not have I better not have no money missing out of my account. So I went and looked, and it said Instacart, and it showed 0. So I was like, okay, well, they didn't take no money. I wonder what's going on. So then the lady said, we can go ahead and put it back in your cart and, you know, start your order over. So I went ahead and did that. So I sat there for 15 minutes. The status never changed. And all I kept thinking to myself is, if this order was delayed and it was going to be there at 9:45, it's probably going to be 11 o'clock or something before this food get here. There ain't nowhere in the world. So I canceled it. I was like, forget that. So I was texting with my daughter, and I was like, told her what happened and everything. And I said, I'm going to try to see if I can go ahead, since it's early in the morning, go ahead and put the order in again and see if, you know, I can get it a few hours before Daddy has to leave for work. Because that way, I said, I don't want them cutting close and then they miss each other and then my food is sitting outside. So I messaged my husband and I was like, what time are you leaving for work? And he told me, and I was like, okay, so that's, you know, we got plenty of time. if I go ahead and put in this order and I can get them to deliver it, a few hours before you have to leave, are you okay with that? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, fine. So I went ahead and put everything back in the cart, and it kept saying, looks like you're too far away, looks like you're too far away. For some reason, it wouldn't allow me to put the order in as if I was at home to shop it from a store out where I live. It kept trying to shop it from a store out where I work. So I was like, okay, well, that's not going to work. So I deleted everything out the cart. So then I was sitting there and I was thinking, what do I do? What do I do? And I was like, man, I'm at work, until a certain time. And I was like, oh, I am sitting here for another few hours. So I went ahead and I went in. It let me add my work address, and I put my cart back on there. Redid my order, and I changed it to my work address, and I let security know that they were coming or whatever. So they delivered the groceries to my job right before I got ready to leave. I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh. And I told the girl what happened. She was like, what? She said, that's stupid. Why would they shop your whole order and then cancel it? I said, I have no idea. And all Instacart told me was that she didn't give a reason. I was like, that's nuts. So it didn't take me no time to, because she messaged me saying that she was pulling up. And I grabbed the little cart or whatever, went up there, grabbed my stuff, and came on back. I got everything in the back of the car. So, it did say that the items were priced higher than in the store, and I'm assuming it's because it's like around the holidays or whatever. But so I got, we're not having, this big traditional Thanksgiving, and I'm doing a roast, I'm doing a whole chicken, some dressing, yams, whole chicken, dressing, yams. I'm not doing greens. I'm going to do cabbage because I have cabbage. Mix that with some, I got bok choy left over. I wanted a pie, but we just going to have to not worry about dessert. But yeah, so it's going to be a pretty, laid back Thanksgiving. My son said he's not coming. My daughter's supposed to come, but she may change her mind. I don't know. But at any rate, I'm not cooking a whole bunch of food. So the idea is I'm gonna be up early anyway. That's just what I do. I can't sleep past a certain time. So as soon as I get up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start cooking because my husband still has to work. So I actually know that I have enough time to get everything ready, and he'd be able to eat. But you know what I'm thinking? Well, I don't know, because I was gonna say they may serve them food at this job, but he's not gonna be at the office. He's gonna be out. But anyway, I'll make sure that that he has, he eat before he go, and then there'll be food when he get home. So that's what I was dealing with over the last few days. Just not sure what the heck was going on, and just trying to make sure that I was conscious of, I don't like overspending and all that kind of stuff anyway, and I haven't really been buying a lot of food at one time, because otherwise it goes to waste. My kids did come over the other day, and usually when they come by, I completely empty my deep freezer. I don't know what is going on with me. Got the hiccups. I completely empty my deep freezer and my freezer and my fridge of leftovers, because I know, especially if they've made it to the deep freezer, we're not going to eat them. They'll be in there, and I know periodically my husband will go in there and he'll see something that he wants and he'll heat it up. Because he did that the other day after the kids left, and he was like, what happened to the leftover food that was in the freezer? The kids done came and got us. I say, yeah. I said, you know how we do. They don't stay in our area, so whenever they come, I try to load them down. I'm talking about everything from snacks to bread items to whatever. If it's stuff that I know could potentially go bad, I make sure I send all of that stuff with them because I know that they're gonna eat it. So that's about it. I'm not going to put any of this stuff in the freezer, because I still have some stuff in the freezer that we were supposed to use to do hot pot, but we wound up not doing the hot pot. I wound up doing that the stir fry, but I didn't use all the ingredients for the stir fry. So, but yeah, that's what's going on. So I'm headed home. The traffic was pretty decent going in today, but I imagine because people started, like, once this past Friday hit, people didn't come back to work this week. And I know the kids are out of school too for Thanksgiving, so you got a lot of people off. So the traffic, it was pretty light going in, and it's, pretty light going home. And there's a couple things that one thing in particular that I forgot to add to the list, and I tried to add it to the list, but when I was looking at how much they was trying to charge, and I know for a fact that I don't pay that much for it in the store, I was like, I'll just have to wait until Friday. Yeah, wait until Friday, and just go to the store and pick it up, because between now and Friday, I'm not gonna run out. But yeah, I hope y'all have an awesome Thanksgiving. There are some people who don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I don't necessarily celebrate Thanksgiving. I just, we like to eat. So, but it is a time to remember those things that you are thankful for. Not taking into consideration what the history books say that this holiday is all about, but focusing on what it personally means to you. Because this is, whenever the fall season hits, people long to be with their family. And, because this is a time where you are able to demonstrate in a much bigger, grander way the love that you have for the people that you love. So you're supposed to show them love every day, no matter what day it is. But just think of it like this. When the holidays roll around, it just means that you get to show them extra love. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And some people might disagree, but to each his own. I don't know, for some reason, with so much going on in the world, it just feels really strange. It doesn't feel like the holidays to me. And I know ever since my kids were born, we would put up the Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving. So last year, I just wasn't in a festive mood. So I didn't want to put the tree up. But my husband and my daughter wanted to put the tree up. So they put the tree up. And then and usually we pull the tree down the first weekend after New Year's Day. So it depends on whatever day the New Year Day falls on. We wait until that weekend to take the tree down. So I don't know. Last year, the tree wind up staying up longer than what we normally do because nobody wants to do the work. So I don't know if we're gonna put the tree up or not. I have to find out from my husband. And then too, if we put the tree up, I don't know if we're going with the decorations we already have, or if we're gonna do something different. I don't know. I have no idea. Honestly, I don't even know what the tree looked like, because I told my husband the last time we bought a live tree, I said this is the last time we buying a live tree, because what happens is we would get a live tree and once the tree got taken down and everything, I was the one having to clean all that stuff up. Nobody wanted to help me. So I took all the decorations and everything off, boxed everything up. My husband took the tree out, and then I'm the one that was left with all the cleaning. So the last time we had a live tree, I told him, I said, this is the last time, because I'm tired of cleaning up this stuff. We just going to get a artificial tree, and then that's what we're going to use every year. Plus the fact that the kids are not kids anymore. They're grown. There's nobody, around during the holidays, in our house anyway, that, warrants going all overboard with the trees and the decorations and the gifts and all that stuff. So I don't know, these people are driving pretty slow. I wonder what's going on. But yeah, so I just wanted to come and chit chat with you guys, because I hadn't done a ride with me in a little bit. And I was going to do Vlogmas. I'm just gonna be honest with you, I'm not doing Vlogmas, because I was looking at the content I'm already posting, and it's already a push for me to put up what I'm putting up. And them couple of days that I don't post content, child, I be needing them. So what I decided is I'm gonna go with my original plan. And Sunday and Monday, there won't be any content posted. Tuesday will be the creator shout outs. Wednesday will be a ride with me or something along those lines. Thursday, it'll be something posted, but I'm not sure what yet. Friday are the cooking videos, and then Saturday is the she thoughts. So I have to figure out what I want to post on Thursdays, because initially I wasn't posting on Thursday and Sunday. I was only posting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So now it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I won't post on Sunday and Monday. Those are going to be my editing days, my research days, etc., etc. So Wednesday should be ride with me, because I do have to drive into the office. Like this week I only have to go in one day. The other days I'm working from home. So this video won't be posted until next Wednesday, because it's a ride with me. So whatever ride with me's I film between now and next Wednesday won't be posted to the following Wednesday. So y'all will get videos and stuff that's pre-recorded, ahead of time and whatever. But yeah, so that's what's going on. I hope you guys. I did get a request to do the She Thoughts live. I believe that is going to be on the 10th of December at 1 o'clock, which is a Saturday. So if y'all come on through, I don't know what the topic is going to be yet, but as soon as I know, I'll let y'all know. Okay? But yeah, so I am making good progress on my journey home, and all I want to do is get in the house, put this food up, strip out of my clothes, and I have to make sure I turn my alarm off, because otherwise my alarm is going to be going off as if I got to get up and go. Because I had to drive in one day. It was the day of our party, and since it wasn't my phone day, I worked, my same schedule as if I was at home, but it meant going into the office or getting up an hour early to go to the office to be there for an hour early. And I forgot I had that alarm set, and that thing went off yesterday, and I was like, why is this alarm going off an hour early? And then it dawned on me why. I was like, oh shoot, I forgot to turn the alarm off. So I hurried up and made sure I turned that alarm off. So I just have to remember to turn my regular alarm off for tomorrow and then turn it back on Friday. But yeah, so anyway, thank y'all for rocking with me. And if you like this content, if you like the ride with me's and the cooking and the ride with me's, the cooking, the she thoughts and all that kind of stuff, you know, please click that red button, click the subscribe button and join the family. Those of y'all who've been rocking with me for a while, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Love y'all so much. And please remember to like the video, share it out, share it with somebody you think will benefit watching the videos. And that's not just this one, but any of my content, because I have well over 500 videos that I posted, because I was posting content before I even knew that you could get paid for it. I think I had it was over 300 videos before I even knew that you could get paid for it. But yeah, so share my content out, especially, you know, somebody you think would, you know, enjoy listening to the she thoughts. Okay? But thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all riding with me. Ooh, this fool, we had a separation on the freeway and he about to jump over in front of me. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay, again, it's time to go. It's time to go. But anyway, love y'all so much. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, but y'all know we don't do so without saying love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.